Well, friends, I hope you've enjoyed this week looking at Beppie's story. And again, I encourage you to watch the video that I sent out on Sunday night. You can find it on my YouTube channel. Because hearing her whole story tells you so much about what can be accomplished through a willing spirit. I mean, here's Beppie, lost her sight. And for many people, that would ruin them completely. They would withdraw into their own little bubble and do nothing. Not see anyone, not make friends, not do anything worthwhile. But Beppie didn't do that. Beppie's story is amazing. She studied and did really well, worked and got to the top of her field. She's an SA champ at bowls. She's swum the mid-mile mile. She cooks. It's all about attitude, friends. And God's people of all people should have the right attitude towards life. Because I believe that God doesn't want our struggles to keep us down. It reminds me of Paul. In 2 Corinthians, he talks about this thorn in his flesh that he begged God to take away, but God didn't. Scholars have debated for years what this thorn in Paul's flesh was. But whatever it was, God didn't take it away. And yet Paul still lived a fruitful and purposeful life for God. What thorn do you have in your flesh? Are you letting that paralyze you? Or are you still doing good for God? Are you still looking for ways to thrive and do God's will in this world? And you know what, friends? If you're not physically able to do stuff, you can pray. I remember visiting a dear friend at my previous church who was in the last few months of her life. I visited a few times, and she was struggling with the loss of purpose that came with her illness because she couldn't really move. She had to have somebody help her out of bed and so on. And we spoke about how there were two things that she could possibly do even in her struggles. She could pray and really buckle down and pray for things that she'd never had time to pray for before. And secondly, she could show the people around her what God's joy looked like in the face of suffering. And as we journeyed together, this new purpose in her life made a massive difference. Doesn't matter what obstacles are in your way, friends, you can do good things for God if you have a willing heart. And that is Beppie's story. Her willingness to do good things trumps her difficult situations. How about you? Maybe one day you can also come and do your testimony here and share it with many people because you did what you were called to do in spite of the obstacles in the way. One last plug for this full video. Go and watch it. And you know what? If you'd like to have Beppie speak to your church or maybe a group somewhere, she does that and is always left inspiration wherever she's gone. And so be in touch with me if you'd like to get in touch with her. God bless you all, friends. Thank you for supporting my ministry. I couldn't do it without your kind donations and your support. And so a big thank you to you all. Go well, and God bless you.